with our first session of this Urban Shadows campaign, yet to be titled, so we're just going to call it Urban Shadows. I think we can probably introduce ourselves. I am the Dungeon Master for this dark and disturbing adventure. Matt, GM Matt, what do they call it? I don't even. MC Matt. MC a spiel, which is actually my initials. Thank you, thank you. It all comes full circle. And then we can go. I don't know. Someone else go. There's not really. Your screens might look different than mine, so we can't go down the line. So somebody else is up. Mike, why don't you go next, Mike? Because you're the next on my screen.
Hi, I'm Mike. I am gonna be. Well, should we say our character yet, or should we wait on that?
Yeah, no, I think we'll do an introduction, but I think it makes sense to do your character. I will try to type those character names in for the next session, but right now you get to stare at all of our beautiful mugs.
I'll be playing the role of Merit and Aware.
Andre?
Yes, my name is Andre. Happy to be here. I am going to be the wolf by the name of Victor Volkov.
All right. Austin?
Hi, I'm Austin. I'm going to be playing a specter named Jasper Duclaw.
And then Mr. Joe.
Hello. I'm Joe. I'm going to be playing a tainted called Yvette Montoya.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So, I'm going to explain a little bit about this. We're obviously doing this live every other week on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, since we are on the East Coast. This is a game that no one here at this table has ever played before. Right? Mm-hmm. None of us have played. Some of us have played tabletop games together. Some of us have not played tabletop games together before. It's ragtag. None of us know what we're doing. It's going to go so fucking well. I'm excited. Urban Shadows uses the Powered by the Apocalypse system. A little bit different if you're used to other tabletop games like Dungeons & Dragons that rolls a d20 system. Whenever we roll dice, all the rolls will be showing up here on the side of the screen. And they will always be 2 d6s, 2 regular 6-sided dice, like playing Monopoly. And then we're going to be adding different stuff to it. So we'll probably be explaining a little bit on how to play this game, mostly for our own benefits, because we don't know how to do that yet. But we have an idea. I did a lot of reading. I've listened to some other actual plays, and I'm excited for it. So I think we usually you're supposed to start a session kind of doing a lot of stuff with debts and figuring out debts. I think we kind of already did that. We had character creation night. We created our characters. We figured out our pre-existing debts. Everyone, and this is one thing, because I know we did a lot of talking, but just as far as like what everyone's jobs are at the table, the responsibilities of each of us, everyone needs to keep track of the debts that are owed to them. If someone, another PC or an NPC, owes you a debt, it is your responsibility to keep track of that. If you all owe somebody else a debt, particularly an NPC, a non-playable character, it is my job to keep track of those and work those into the fiction. So what I kind of want to start with is remind me of any debts that you guys owe to non-playable characters, those characters in the fiction that I'm controlling.
All right, so I got one.
Okay.
Viktor Volkov owes his captain, who I believe we call Giuseppe, a vampire. There was a job I was doing for Giuseppe, and things got kind of out of hand. An out of towner got in my way, and I ended up ending him. But it turned out that he was a guest of the boss, like the boss boss. So
Mhm.
I owe Giuseppe big time for that fuck up.
How
Two
many?
debts.
2 debts. Okay, and that's the only one you have owed to an NPC, correct?
Yes, my others are both owed to PCs.
Perfect. Okay. Mike, do you have any that you owe to a non-playable character?
Yeah, me and Muhammad owe one to
Oh.
each other.
Oh, I wrote Muhammad's name. That's not who I'm worried about. I'm worried about your character, who is uh, Ekphrasia. Are you going by
Mm,
Ekphrasia or Merit?
I'm going by Merit, my full name, but I'm going by Merit Ranker.
Okay, so you owe one to Muhammad, and what do you owe Muhammad for? What was the reason?
We have a mutual understanding. He lives in my sewers, and I look the other way.
Okay.
But he's also like kind of give my into the power faction, I think, a little bit.
Right. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So as you became the aware, Muhammad, this wizard who is like hiding out in the sewers that you are uh, in charge of, kind of, or um, have keys to anyway. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. So he's kind of your in to the
he's
power
hanging out in the
faction.
old it's like the old Y underground indoor swimming pool. This is like a little spot, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Into his power faction. Joe, what did you have? And Joe, you're playing
Yvette.
Yvette.
So I have 3 debts owed to my patron.
Yeah, you are tainted, so to your patron. And we can keep that a little bit. Dark Ryu, subbing. Thank you for that. 6
Thank,
months of subs.
thanks for the sub.
What a champion. Oh my god. So through as to your patron, let's not really go into who your patron is.
Okay.
Since that is one of the things about your character that other people don't necessarily know, we can keep
Sure.
that on the back burner a little bit for now. Um, is that the only one owed to an NPC?
Yes.
Okay. And Austin, who is playing, and I'm gonna get really good at referring to you guys as your character names once we really get into the story. You're playing Jasper,
Yeah.
and who do you owe to?
For NPCs, I owe 1 debt to the bartender of the Salty Sea Slug.
Okay. And that was for because he used to tell you like when boats were coming in as barks,
Yeah.
that kind of okay.
Yeah.
Uh, and um, whether you know it or not, Victor, uh, because Austin had a separate character creation night, Jasper owes you 2 debts. 2 debts.
Ooh.
Because there is someone close to him that lives in your territory.
Oh.
So thank you for that.
And
You're very welcome.
under your protection. All right, this is what we are going to do. To start off, I think I'm going to jump right directly into the fiction, right? And then we will go from there, and we'll figure out like the order as we go. I have a plan for it. By the way, audience members, these guys have no idea what city they are playing in. I told them it is a U.S. city, but that is it. Which I guess does tell you a lot in a lot of ways. And they don't really know their time period either. I told them it is something post World War II and before cell phones. And by the end of this session, they will all know both of those things. They will know what city they are playing in, and they will know the time period rather exactly. All right. So as we start, I am going to start with Ekphrasia, simply
Sure.
because thematically we've set up some things where you, as the aware, see things a little beyond yourself.
It's also my third campaign starting, everyone. Thank you very much. Started the other two campaigns as well.
You were also my tribal person in one campaign. Well, you started with someone the campaign before, because you were the ones entering the town. So I'm glad you feel good that. I feel like you pick your characters purposely for this. But you, Ekphrasia, are kind of starting, but you're not really yourself.
Great. Sounds
You know
good.
that very well. The clothes that you are wearing are not your own. The stubble and beard on your face is not yours. The hands that you're looking at, hardened with work, right? Calloused, covering them, certainly don't belong at the end of your arms, right? This is very strange as you're looking around. And where you are doesn't make sense either, right? You're not much of a hiker. You're not much of an outdoorsy person. But as you are looking around, you are in the middle of a dense forest. Dense. Without any sort of civilization around you. You look around, thinking about what you see, and there are other people there too, right? And you're all traveling. You're all traveling together. And as you look around, waiting for a second for the people behind you to catch up, you look forward towards the man you're following. The man you're following through these woods. And then you wake up. You wake up in your bed at home, much as you normally would. And maybe you can explain a little bit to us what that looks like.
Yeah, so I have like a small-ish apartment. Not, I think it's decent. I think it's a decent apartment is the level of the apartment. It's like a lot of houseplants, just hanging out. It's not like neat, but it's like messy, but it's not dirty. It's like stuff like kind of thrown around, a lot of knickknacks and everything, tools and other stuff. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it's super lived in. Like I might spend a lot of time outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I probably am. Am I waking up in the morning?
You tell me that. Would it be morning when you're waking up? Like, when do you
I
start
feel
your
like
day?
I feel like I probably start my day in the evening. Actually, I think I probably spend a lot of my time walking around at night, getting ready to go underground and kind of patrol, do
Yeah.
my job down there. Yeah, so I'm probably like in a nightshirt, kind of stained, maybe a few holes in it. Probably gonna start a pot of coffee soon and then go under.
All right. Yeah, you get up, start pouring the coffee for yourself, just kind of going through your daily routine. You have a headache. And you definitely think, right, that the coffee's going to help. Right? It has to. It always does. But you're remembering that some time ago, and we didn't really discuss how long ago, something came out at you from while you were down there. Something in the water looked like an eel, looked like a snake. There was a splash. You felt something hit you in the head, and then you woke up sometime later, not exactly sure how long, flat on your back, after seeing some things, right? Like that was the awareness. About how long do you think that was? I'm kind of
was
curious to that.
3 weeks ago Wednesday.
Okay, 3 weeks ago Wednesday. And today is obviously not Wednesday.
No.
No. Okay, so for the past few weeks, while definitely coffee helps, right? Trying to stay hydrated, doing all that good stuff for yourself. This headache has been a little bit nagging at you, and you can usually forget that it's there. Waking up from this dream, though, it's noticeable. Does not help this pounding at your front door, right? Definitely does not help.
Wait a minute, and I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay.
I'll open it.
You open it, and standing there, shirtless, in shorts that are too short, is your fairly overweight neighbor, right? And he looks at you, crazy hairy chest, leading down to this gut sticking out. As he looks at you, he goes, "What are you screaming for?"
What are you talking about?
"Screaming bloody murder! You know what time it is!"
Yeah, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. You fucking got a job?
"Some of us
Not
work
even
the
home
night
right now.
shifts!"
Yeah, I know, me too. Want some coffee?
"Yeah, is it Folgers?"
You know it.
"Nothing like waking up with that in your cup." "Yeah, let me get a cup
Yeah,
from
why don't you put some pants on first, be a trend?
Yeah, all right. I'll be back. Let me get some
All right.
pants.
I'll see you in a bit.
He'll go to get. Did you give him a name?
Yeah, I call him Bertrand.
Bertrand.
Yeah.
Sure.
Good old Bert.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna water my plants while he's doing that.
Yeah, he comes in. Enters the apartment without knocking. Right. This time, has what looks like a dirty T-shirt on, but is probably just so old and stained. Right. This guy, he's a mechanic. He's not, dress a night mechanic. I guess he works the night shift. Sure, I put it out there. That's what it is. So this night mechanic comes in. He doesn't work on cars. He works on day mechanisms, and so he has to work on them at night, right? So he comes in, sits down at your coffee table, and pours himself a cup of coffee while you finish watering your plants.
Hey, you want any Splenda with that?
Splenda? Isn't that stuff supposed to be healthier than sugar?
I don't know, what year is it?
Still feels like it's the war.
Yeah, you want any milk in there, or are you taking a black?
Yeah, no, you don't have any cream?
Yeah, I got some half and half.
Yeah, I'll take some of that.
All right.
And I'll try some of this Splenda. Usually I go with the sweet and low.
Anyway, so what are you talking about, screaming bloody murder?
You were screaming. What are you talking about?
I don't remember that.
What are you, sleep screaming? Is this what we gotta look forward to from now on?
Hell, maybe. Maybe it is. But I don't remember doing that. So, I apologize, and I don't know, maybe the next time some weird noises are coming out of your apartment, I'll look the other way.
Whatever you say, Merritt. Well, I better get back to it. These night mechanic managers really hold me to it.
Well, man, we just don't get any respect, huh?
I'm telling you. All right, I'm gonna get going. And he stands up, takes your mug of coffee with him as he leaves your apartment.
Bring that mug back, you know?
I'll bring it back clean.
All right. Yeah.
As the door shuts. And I think with that, you just continue to get ready for the day. My other three players, as for now, you're all kind of doing your own thing. We're gonna jump around a little bit, so I'm not gonna spend too much time. We don't want people to get bored. I want all of you to roll 2d6s for me. First rules of the game, and they're
Wait,
entirely
except for
illegitimate.
me?
Yeah, you already went. No one cares what
Oh,
you do.
sorry, I didn't know it was a...
No one wants you to do anything.
tie. I'll just keep drawing.
All right.
Alright,
Well, in case of a tie, Austin, you can go first because you rolled it first.
all right, I got an 8.
Okay. So it's I guess it's 4:30 in the afternoon. What are you doing at 4:30 in the afternoon? Well, how does Jasper? I don't know. I can't say start his day because day's kind of going.
He usually stays out. Usually doesn't come out until dusk because he can't really see ghosts in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he was kind of rudely awakened by the bright lights. I'm gonna say the windows blew open in his apartment and the sunlight came in.
Yeah. And what part of the city are you in?
Near the docks.
Okay.
I'm living above an old abandoned warehouse that I've kind of just made my spot.
Sure. Sure. And what does it look like? Yeah. So let's get the stark contrast here, right? Like you're not making yourself a pot of coffee. I don't think. So what is your semblance of like a morning routine?
Mostly just kind of grumbling to myself. Just can't believe I'm still here on this plane. Should be dead by now. Moved on to the next place. Not happy about my accommodations. It's very sparse, dusty. It's not like I can really brush the cobwebs or clean up too much. So it's a pretty foul looking place.
Yeah, it's totally foul. Like you don't even bother taking the time to manifest yourself to clean up enough.
Yeah.
And it's not like you have very many visitors anyway.
It's somewhere I'm stuck, not somewhere I want to be.
Yeah. So where do you go?
After waking up, I kind of descend through the floor. Start making my way to the local bar.
Sure. Yeah. 4:30 in the afternoon, entirely incorporeal, right?
Yeah.
But just, I think you kind of float through the floor, down onto the main wall, walk through the wall onto the front sidewalk, and I just picture you like you're walking down the sidewalk, right? And just weaving in and out just like everyone else is that's going up and down this pretty cracked old sidewalk, fairly close to the water, on your way to the bar in the middle of the day.
Sort of grumbling to myself as I go along.
Yeah, just trying to doing something that almost makes you feel no. Now, as a specter, you can do a lot of things, right? Could you, if you wanted, like just fly over these people's heads?
I kind of enjoy bumping into the occasional person, making them feel the specter cold and all that.
Yeah.
Kind of, if I'm miserable, everyone else is going to be miserable kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think like some of these guys that are walking around wearing jackets, and you pass through, and they all of a sudden get a chill and just pull up this fairly light jacket, right? Around them, like ready for a day, but not quite as cold as that nice big blast of spectral chill they get when you go by.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to the local bar, your local haunt, if you will. Explain this to us. What are we seeing when we get there?
So the Salty Sea Slug's kind of for dock workers. People have gone on a long trip. They just need somewhere to relax, throw back a beer or two or a couple shots before they make their next haul. So it's kind of run down. It's faded. It's got the wooden name plaque above the door.
Mm-hmm.
kind of faded from sea salt and worn from the winds and the rain and everything like that. Inside's not much better, kind of grungy. The bartender Harvey, he doesn't really. It's not so much about upkeep, so much as long as people are coming in, he doesn't really give a crap.
Yeah. Yeah, and are there people here at 4:30 in the afternoon?
Not too many. There's just a couple of people just kind of milling about. I think the barmaid's just kind of cleaning up before the bar opens completely.
Okay. Yeah, and how do you interact with the people here?
Uh, if I recognize them, I kind of leave them alone. Just the normal bar patrons, I'll leave alone. But like, if I see someone new, I think I'll kind of mess with them. Maybe freeze their hot beverage or something.
Oh, yeah. So as you come in today, you definitely see someone who like doesn't belong here, right? Like this is like the quintessential working class place to be, right? Like dock workers, people that are loading and unloading ships all day long, right?
Yeah.
Probably have like old ratty finger gloves on as they're grabbing their not too clean glass of beer and drinking out of it. There is someone here though, right?
Mhm.
Who is young, right? Um, Probably in their early 20s, if that, maybe late teenager. And they're sitting there at the front of the bar, um, didn't even take a table on their own, right? Uh, Sitting there, Harvey kind of keeping the right, like keeping an eye to like get him stuff, but like finding stuff to do on the other side of the bar. And not that he's bothersome, he just obviously doesn't belong, right?
Yeah.
Slick backed hair, leather jacket. That must have been his new motorcycle you saw, right? Like
Okay.
trying to look tough, but obviously, a young guy. His parents definitely had the money to lend him to buy that bike and get the
So
leather.
not like not a typical dock worker, not no calico
No.
on his hands or anything like that.
No, and he's got this like shit-eating grin on his face, right?
Okay.
Like kind of looking around at everyone who's just kind of ignoring him and like looking hasn't said a word but is obviously like looking to pick a fucking fight with somebody. Like wants to make himself be out to be this fucking badass.
Okay. Has he had his eye on anyone, like anyone that's usually in the bar, or is he just kind of looking for anyone to fight?
I think he's looking for anyone. The people, everyone else that is here is like like they're like, they don't give a fuck, right? They're like, fuck this
Yeah.
kid. I've been working all day. I just want to sit down and have a beer. I don't really want to go the fuck home to my kids right now. But if this motherfucker starts problems, I probably will just do that, right?
Okay. Is he drinking anything right now?
He is, yeah. He's got his glass of beer, right? Like, pretty
Okay.
pretty light. Probably some cheap ass beer. He's got a couple glasses next to him from ones he's obviously finished that Harvey doesn't even want to get, like he doesn't want to bother with this dude to even get close enough to keep clearing him off. But he is.
Okay.
He's about halfway down his third beer at this point as he's just looking around, this like big grin. Obviously does not see you. You have not manifested.
Okay. Can I have him hear me though?
So, all right. So this is our first time having you manifest, right? So you
Mhm.
can regular people can't sense or interact with you unless you manifest. I like the idea of you being able to like put a chill up someone's back, that kind of shit, though, right?
Yeah.
But you have to choose two.
Mhm.
You can be heard, you can be seen, you can touch or be touched by the physical world. Uh, you can, if you want, you can mark corruption to choose one of those or all three of those. So if
Okay.
yeah.
I think I'll just go with the scene and can interact with the physical world for now.
Okay, so you kind of walk in
Or
and all.
sorry, it can be heard.
Oh,
Not,
okay, all
yeah,
right.
my bad.
The big difference. All right. Yeah, so you're in there and all of a sudden you just concentrate. And I think the world around you gets really shaky for a second, and then you like reopen your eyes and you're almost there, right? You are so close to being part of the world around you, but you still have that distance. So yeah, you can now be heard, and you can touch and be touched,
Okay.
but you cannot be
Um,
seen.
I'm gonna go up on this guy's left and tap him on the right shoulder, just like. You okay there, buddy?
What?
Kind of mess with him. You don't seem like you belong in this bar.
He turns around and just yells to the rest of the bar, "Who says I don't belong here?"
You seem to have had too much to drink. You're hearing things, man.
He looks at the bartender, Harvey, and says, "You ain't gonna cut me off."
Don't look to him. He's not gonna help you.
The
This is
hell is
all
this?
in your head.
Harvey can hear you too, right? Like, he's not too far away.
Yeah.
But I think he is used to you being here, right?
Yeah.
Like,
He's aware that I'm
Uh,
in the world, I guess.
and damn, does he have a good poker face as he turns to this kid. He says, "Kid, you all right?" He kind of like shakes his head and looks around again and like rubs off his shoulder, and he's like, downs his beer, slams it on the counter, still looking at Harvey, like convinced Harvey did this, but obviously knowing he couldn't have.
So I'm gonna move around to his right now, poke him on the left shoulder, just mess with him again.
Fucking bugs in here, man. Fucking bugs.
Well, maybe I have had too much to drink. Kind of say it in his voice.
You gotta clean this fucking place. This place is a shithole. I don't even want to park my fucking bike outside as he's like standing up now and like adjusting his jacket, right? Like, I don't want to have my fucking bike parked out there.
Why'd I even come into this bar, huh?
Why'd I even come into this bar, huh? Starts like stomping as he storms off.
Yeah. So wait, is he actually leaving?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Okay.
It did not take much. I think he was cowed very quickly by someone he couldn't like easily piss off. Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
he kind of leaves. Harvey, without looking up, really, just like continuing to like clean the part of the counter that he was doing, just says, "Much appreciated."
Can I like if I pick up the glass, can I actually drink what beer's left or anything like that? Or
Yeah.
did I drink all? Okay.
Yeah, I think you can, right? So you do. Like, the glass just kind of floats, and almost instinctually, everyone else turns just ever so slightly away from the bar, right? They don't see it. They don't want to see it. As the bear goes up and just disappears, and you put it down.
Cheers, Harvey. Anytime.
What do you got going on today? Going to see your sister?
If I got time. What's going on in the docks lately?
The docks are a shithole.
Well, that's nothing new.
Nothing big. This time of year, it's starting to get colder. Less stuff coming in. Yeah, we're always busier when it's warm.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? All right, fair enough. But you let me know if something comes in, right?
I'll let you know. Don't you worry.
All right, don't you hold down on me, Javi.
Yeah, it all depends who wins this election, I think. Depending on who wins, we might have a lot more shit coming in.
Yeah, well, I don't keep up with that stuff. Ships come in, ships go. Who cares who's running the joint?
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, I got a couple errands to do before I go see my sister. So maybe I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, pick up a gallon of milk while you're out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
All right. And as you kind of like demanifest, right? I don't know what's the fuck is the prefix for that, right? Unmanifest, and float out through the door.
I'm going ghost.
Yeah, you go ghost. We're gonna go over to Yvette. Yvette, by this time, it's 4:45, 5 p.m., right? What is Yvette doing? Are you at work?
Yeah, so I would be closing up the broken pearl at this time.
All right.
It's my regular 9 to 5.
Right. Yeah, you are just right. You just want to get the fuck out of there, right? It's 5 o'clock or just about 10 of. Like, what the fuck? I'll set these clocks ahead. But this fucking asshole isn't leaving Yvette. She will not leave. She has been browsing, and there's not much place to browse here, right? It's not like you're in a big fucking place. But she has been browsing for like 15 minutes now and is showing no sign of stopping. No sign of letting up. And she's browsing watches. She's browsing like everything you have. She's obviously not looking for anything. It's almost and she's in here alone too. A lot of times people do this as couples or some friends just trying to look around. This fucking asshole is here by herself in a pawn shop 10 minutes before close and is just looking around, this stupid smile on her face. So this is what you see, and this is what you're dealing with as you're starting to get, I imagine, fairly impatient.
Ay, Dios mío, Maria. Maria, come here.
What?
Maria.
She kind of walks over. Yeah?
Your name's Maria, right?
No, my name's Kelly.
I thought I saw you from around the block.
Me? No, I don't live around here.
Oh, where you from, sweetheart?
She gets a look on her face, a confused look as you ask that. And she's then just kind of looks back at you and shakes her head and says, "You got any good stuff around here?"
Well, you've been looking for 20 minutes. You gonna buy something or what?
What, are you closing or something?
Can't you see the hours on the door?
I didn't look.
It says 9 to 5.
Well, what, you're not here to make a sale?
I'm here. Look at the clock. Are you going to buy something or not?
Yeah, I'm here looking for something. Maybe
Like
if you
what?
weren't so rude, you could help me out.
I can help you, but you need to find something quick.
No, I think this is going to take a little while.
Are you looking for the hardware store?
No, I'm looking for...
Are you sure you're not looking for the hardware store?
No, I'm not going to find it at a hardware store. I need to find... I don't remember.
Kelly, how can I help you if you can't remember?
Kelly? I need... I... I need to find...
Kelly, what the fuck? Are you alright?
I need to find an item of power.
Oh, it's you. You fucking asshole. Don't do that to me ever again. Come into my place of business like that.
Well, I can't always make my way down there. Sometimes I just need to grab hold of whatever it is that's laying around.
Alright. Make it quick. I haven't even locked up yet.
I want you to keep your eyes out, Yvette.
For what?
There is a shift coming. I can feel it. Whenever there is a shift, there are items of power connected to it.
Do you think they'll come to the shop?
No, I don't think they'll go to your shop. Keep your eyes out.
Mira, mira, see, I got it.
Oh. And vet,
Yes, master.
you'll want to clean this up. And as she, this physical form of this woman, says that, she starts to fall apart. You notice at first it seems like her skin is drooping, and then it starts to slosh off, right? Of her body down the sleeves of her coat onto the floor. This is something you've seen before,
Yeah, I was just gonna ask
but
you that.
fuck do you hate it when he does it in your shop, right? As within 20 seconds, this woman turns into a puddle. Uh, and you know you're leaving work a little late today. Because it's never easy to clean this shit up.
Okay.
Okay. With that, we're going to go to our final player and see where he is. But this time it's after 5 o'clock, right? It's pretty busy, right? And you're in a fairly busy part of the city, your territory, Victor. So I think you're out on the street, right? On the sidewalk, keeping an eye at what's going around. What you're noticing is exactly what you would expect. Plenty of people coming home from work, going out, right? People that you know that live across the street, going in, changing quick, and coming out in their like going out on a Friday night garb, right? Like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, going out. Maybe they're going out on a Friday night garb, but it is not Friday night. It's not Wednesday. It's not Friday.
Thursday, sure.
You don't know what year it is, but damn, we're
Well, actually,
we're getting down to it. So what are you do? What you have a pretty big territory, right? Like as the wolf, that's one of the things you chose is to have this expanded territory. So what does that look like? Like keeping it safe, patrolling it, particularly in these like busy traffic driving by, but also pretty heavy foot traffic times.
yeah, around this time of day, it's fairly safe. It's one of the busiest times, rush hour. People coming home, so there's not much to watch out for at this time. This is kind of chill. So I can stand on the sidewalk, lean against the pole, light up a smoke, pay attention to the folks going by, keep an eye out for anybody who owes me money.
Yeah, yeah. Um, is there anyone in particular that you're trying to keep an eye out for?
Yeah, I think it's almost time for the monthly installment from this pawn shop owner. He's
It's
not too far from me.
actually a little bit past,
Yeah,
right? You want that shit on the first of the month. It's a little past the first, man.
yeah. So I think maybe a visit would be a good idea.
Sure. All right. Uh, so you start heading over. Um,
What time of year is it?
oh, it's the fall.
Okay. So light jacket on, you know,
Yeah.
jeans with the cuff, light up another smoke as I walk
Mhm.
off the first one.
All
Grin
right.
at some passersby. I know my way.
Okay. And are you heading to Yvette's pawn shop? Did we decide that was in your territory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're going. Now that you're thinking of it, yeah, shit, that should have been paid a couple days ago. I hope she's still fucking there. Like it's after 5. So you do a little bit of a hurried step, and you are standing outside of this fairly old building, right? Um, with the sign above it that says
the Broken Pearl.
the Broken Pearl.
Knock, knock.
We're closed.
I tried the door.
I'm mopping the floor with like a shitty mop and bucket.
Did you remember to lock the door as he tries it?
No, I didn't.
So it opens.
It opens.
Looks like it's still open, Yvette.
Ay, Dios mío. 2 in one day. Day is it? Miércoles?
No.
Victor, Victor,
Yes,
honey,
yes,
please. Please, honey. Listen to me. Listen to me. I don't have your money today. Come back another day.
Yvette, this is painful to hear.
Okay, listen. I'll have it tomorrow.
Why don't you have it today? It's already 2 days late.
I forgot. I forgot to pay you. I'm sorry. But don't worry. I'll have it tomorrow. Lo siento.
So that cash register on the counter.
Yes. I didn't make any sales today.
And you don't keep change for customers?
There might be $20 in there. You can have it.
All right, I'll walk in
Okay.
and notice a puddle. What the hell did you spill here? Jeez.
Stupido customer.
I'll gingerly step around and walk up to the register.
Yeah. Yeah, you go over, open it up, and probably has $20 in it.
We'll take it.
Okay.
What do I owe you now? Take that from my balance.
This is your late interest fee. This is not part of principal.
What the fuck, Victor?
We agreed to this. You knew.
I can't afford to pay you interest. You know that.
All right. Listen, I'm in good mood today. So this will come out of balance. But if you don't have money tomorrow, I'm not going to be the only one who feels painful. Understood?
Sounds like fun, Victor. All right.
Do I notice any suspicious details about this puddle?
You don't know how badly I want to tell you to roll a fucking perception check, guys. This is great. This is great. We just keep playing games, no rolling. It's chunky, man. It's you don't know what this isn't a drink, right? Like it's chunky. You don't know, maybe it was a slushy that someone spilled, but then, like it would have melted by now. I don't know. You don't know how long you've been cleaning that.
It may have been a Johnny Rockets milkshake, but it also may have been a genuine 1950s milkshake. We don't know.
You don't know.
All right, Yvette, I'll leave you to it.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, I'll head out for some grub at La Fortuna.
Yeah, so you walk out, you start walking up the street, and as you're keeping an eye out, you got $20. You can go, get a drink, maybe a plate of pasta over at La Fortuna. But you see, as you're walking, someone on your territory that doesn't belong. Something that I think makes you bare your front teeth instinctually. Like, just you feel those muscles pulling back near your jaw. You see a hot dog vendor, Victor. You see a hot dog vendor on a mobile kind of like push cart, smiling, walking his way up the sidewalk, or trying to get on the side. There's too many people. Kind of goes onto the street. Cars have to kind of go around him. This fucking smiling dude just trying to like talking to people as they walk. But hey, come on, guys, hot dog right over. Oh, all right. Just has this big smile, like pushing this thing down the road. He doesn't belong on your territory.
Yes. Let's walk over to him.
Hey, you can. You want one?
Yeah,
I'll give you 5 straight up.
5 straight up.
Yeah?
Let's try one. Come on.
I knew you. And he opens up the top. He's like, oh, that's right. This time of day, people are always hungry. And he starts getting burger buns and like lining them up, and he gets the wieners out, right? And he's lining them all up on his forearm as he gets the meat sauce and the onions, and he just like covers these, right? And he's like 2 like of those like portable like containers to put them in, right? So you now have 5 5 of these dogs, and they're just like covered with stuff, right? And he does it quick. And as this happens, as this is open and that aroma fills the air, right? He's like, oh yeah, that'll be $2. I don't know how much it would cost, guys. I'm gonna go with $2. He's like, that'll be $2. I'll give you these guys. Oh yeah, you smell that? Huh? I know this is the best stuff. Who else wants it? And there's
Listen,
a pretty decent gathering around you now as like this aroma is filling.
you're not from around here, are you? As I take a big juicy bite.
Yeah, you do, right? This like meat on top of meat, and it's juicy, and the bun itself is a little bit, it's not too substantial. Like you can eat 5 of these; it's not a big deal, right? But it's pretty tasty. As you do, he goes, me? Oh no, I'm from far away.
You know, there are some arrangements we come to do business on these 2 blocks here.
Oh, these 2 over here. Yeah, 3. Okay, I'll get it. And again, starts lining the buns up on his forearm, just like covering it with this stuff, going nice and quick as he's handing them out to people. What kind of arrangement? Maybe we can come up with something. I'm sure we can.
Yeah, how much is it worth to you?
Worth to me? I don't know. So you got that $2 you owe me?
I think maybe you owe me something.
I think you're probably right. As he does, and he's handing out hot dog, like almost too quick, right? And you're realizing, as you're taking bites of this and you're having a conversation with him, he's moving too fast. And the people around him, they're moving too fast, almost as if you are in slow motion.
I drop the remaining 3 hot dogs that I haven't eaten yet.
The second they hit the ground, it's like these people that were moving fast all of a sudden just stop, and they're just moving at a normal pace. Not stop, but right, they're moving at a normal pace, right? And there was what was like almost a gradual speed up, right? Now just becomes the normal milieu of the city, the normal feeling of what the city feels like, the city sounds like. And
what the fuck is in this food?
he goes, like, as he hands off the last thing of hot dogs to people, right? And they walk away, and he just waves to them. He goes, "Oh, yeah, those ones you dropped, I won't charge you for those. Don't worry."
I don't think I ever want to see you here again.
Me? You don't want to see me here? Oh,
And you don't want to see me.
baby doll, I've been here longer than you.
Alright. Is he anywhere near the grill?
Yeah, it's not really a grill. This is just like a car, and it's like whatever's in there is keeping it warm, right? Like it's like ready to serve kind of deal.
Oh, there's a heating element, right?
There seems to be, yeah. It's like this big, like a big box that he opens up, and like the steam comes out. So yeah, there's definitely a heating element to it.
Okay, so as he's reaching in, can I slam the lid on his arms?
Yes. Yes. As he's like now taking the extra stuff and putting it away. Most people that have ordered have already gotten it. He puts it in. Okay. You're trying to hurt him, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to make him actually pay attention to me because I don't think
Yes.
he's taking me seriously.
Okay, so this is gonna be the first move of the game. Does anyone have the moves in front of them? Because I realized of all the things, I can pull it up, but I don't have the basic moves in front of me. I'm all
I have
getting
the class moves. Is that what you're looking for?
the what?
The class moves?
No, so the basic moves. What you're doing, I don't know if you're really unleashing an attack here.
Oh, unleash, escape, persuade.
Yeah, I don't know that you're.
Honored. Is it that stuff?
Is there intimidate or something?
There is. Yes, and that is. Persuade an NPC.
Okay, so.
So when you persuade an NPC through seduction, promises, or threats, roll with heart. On a hit.
Sorry, I have an ability called Alpha Dog, which lets me roll with blood instead when I'm persuading an NPC in my territory.
Yeah. All right. I like that. So yeah,
Nice.
roll with blood. While he's doing that, for those watching, there are 4 main stats in this game, right? Heart, blood, and then 2 others that I don't remember right now.
Mind
Okay.
and spirit.
Mind and spirit. An 11 is a hard hit. You are good. On a 10 plus, choose one. So because you got a hit is anything 7 or higher, right? Uh, with this, they will do what you ask, right? And I think you haven't even really asked them something yet. You're trying to capture their attention, but you'll be able to ask them something, right? Now, whether it's get the fuck out of here or whatever, you've kind of asked them like I don't want to see you around here, right?
Yeah, so we'll give them a choice.
But
I'll spend them. Yeah, go ahead.
on a 10 plus, which is considered a hard hit, which is good, you choose one of these. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, no, they just do what you want. On a 7 to 9, they would modify the terms or demand a debt. But yeah, nope. This is a hard hit. They will just do what you ask. As they go, as their hand is caught inside now, as you're, I think, holding it down. And they just kind of look up at you.
I lean closer. Listen, I don't think you heard me. Choice is yours. You either pay me each time you come, or I never see you here again.
Well, that's not much of a choice, is it?
100 a week, or out of here.
And as you look down, you realize, wait, they're standing up, but they were reaching in. They couldn't. You look down, and the arm is in the door, and they're standing up, and they have no arm.
Is there like blood gushing, or they're just
Nope.
fine?
All right.
Fuck out of here.
I'll get out of here. And then you kind of feel yourself fall forward a little bit as the arm is gone, and this puff of fucking butterflies. Like, right, the arm puffs out, and this butterfly is just flying away. And some of them you can see like the bug guts as they're squished as this arm falls. But there is no more arm, and this one-armed man looking at you just says, "Yeah, all right, I'll get out of here." Fucking wolves.
I just back up in shock and watch him walk away.
Yep, just pushing it almost impossibly up the street using only one arm. Like, he shouldn't be able to control this cart quite so well, but he seems to be handling it.
Сука, блять. What the fuck is that? I need a drink.
Okay. Where are you working tonight? Ekphrasia.
I'm going down to the old outflow pipes. Just gonna see if I can check on those sluice gates. Heard some reports of sewage getting stuck down there.
Sure. Yeah, so you start heading that way. You're down there kind of walking around a lot of this, flowing water. Hasn't been raining too much, right? So it's not like they're over flooded or anything. It's pretty easy moving down here. But it was down here where you saw that thing, right? Like it was down here that you saw. And you had, I think, already had a little bit. Let me ask you. No, I'm not going to hard frame that. I'm going to leave that up to you a little bit. Did you already know Muhammad before you saw what you saw? Or did you find him like you were seeking out power and some information about it? Right? Thank you.
No, me and Muhammad go way back. I've known him for a while.
Okay. So you already kind of knew him, right? So you already had an idea. You were already kind of aware, right, of the weird shit in the city. As much as you tried to kind of ignore it and like move on with your life. But a couple weeks ago, Wednesday, when you saw that flash down here, right? It kind of that was different. It felt different. And remind everyone what it was that you saw, not as a character thing, right, but as a player thing and as an audience thing. What was that flash that you had?
I was standing on a distant shore, looking up at a night sky that I did not recognize. It was something utterly unfamiliar to me. And then I was back.
Yeah, and on that beach, you can still, it's like you hear it, and it's like you're getting that headache again, right? And you're not sure if it's from the fumes. You're not sure if it's just remembering what the fuck happened, right? But it's like you can still hear the roars, almost like the battle cry of the other people that were on that beach with you, running towards a ship in the distance. But here you are, kind of looking around, trying to see if you can find any sewage backup. Just doing your job, a pretty relaxed thing. I imagine you have.
I found me!
It's appreciated every single time. Are you walking around with a flashlight? Do you have like the thing on your head that helps you see?
No, I just got a flashlight, my tape deck, and just doing my job.
Yeah, I'm losing everyone.
I'm back.
That's okay. Yeah, everyone's kind of off and back on. But I guess as long as we have Frazier here, it's a good thing we're on you right now. You're keeping an eye out as you do at the water underneath, right? Looking for anything that looks like you don't know what it was, an eel, a tentacle, something squirming there beneath the waters. But
Could be a rat.
could be a rat. You see rats. Oh, you fucking see rats. Which is normal. And that's really all you see while you're down here. It's starting to get kind of late, right? Every once in a while, you hear, as you're getting closer to the streets, you hear people above, loud, that sort of thing. There was something you meant to do today, but it probably wasn't that important. You don't really remember that much.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go down to about, let's see, 1:30. I'm gonna go to my central base of operations, and I'm gonna say a good morning to old Muhammad.
Now, I feel like this is an accent I should have practiced, but I didn't. So he's gonna just sound pretty American, I think. And I think Muhammad is big. I think this motherfucker is like 6'4", 6'5". And as you walk in, he kind of like stands up from whatever he was doing, was crouched down, right, in the corner, doing something. You hear what sounds like the scraping of like bone on concrete. And then he sees you and stands up. And there is this tall, pretty angular motherfucker looking over at you, right? Dark skin. Not that you can tell too much. And the very dim, wavering candlelight that he has on around here. but you know him. You've known him for a while. And he looks at you with this face, searching. And then he beams. Hello, my friend. It's so good to see you.
You working on those squats there, Mo?
Oh, this no. I was trying out a spell. It's not working, I must say.
Hey, you don't know anything about my nightshade, do you? I noticed it was missing I don't know, a few stalks over there.
Oh, that was your nightshade? I thought that
Yeah,
was like
I got these grow lights hooked up right into the whole.
yeah.
Yeah, I got it hooked up into the.
Well, I didn't want to talk to you anyway. So, uh, yeah. Ooh, this is being really weird tonight, y'all. It did this before. It did this at character creation night, right?
I was
I
dual screening though. It was screwing us up because I was dual screening. But I'm
Oh,
not doing
yeah,
that.
that's right. That's right. We kind of figured that out. So I don't know. Uh, it looks like Joe's kept coming in and out. Oh, is this mic back right now?
Yeah.
Perfect. Hello. Hey.
Sorry, I missed that. Everything after I said
Oh,
reimbursed was cut off.
I think you know what? Usually you can take a little, like a piece of tape and you put it on and write your name on the nightshade. I thought it was like a communal nightshade. I'll know now. Now I won't.
Yeah, well, it's actually something that I take a lot of pride in down here, so maybe next time you check with me first.
Sure. Yeah. I'll definitely do that. Don't worry. That's one of what I needed the nightshade for, actually, for a communication tool. Trying to work on a spell that will let me communicate to people far away without being hampered down by a wire. Those marvels that only magic can give us.
Hey, Mo.
Yeah.
You know anything that can, you're in one place and then in the next moment, you're somewhere else?
Oh, yeah, teleportation. It's fairly common. It's not my speciality, but yeah, teleportation.
I don't know. You're one place and then you're back where you were. Like,
Hmm,
just a second later.
that sounds like shitty teleportation. I don't know. Where did you go? Maybe that'll help.
It was like a beach, but not any I'd seen before. And the ocean,
Like around here?
no, not like that. It was like a second sky. One endless field of stars. But
So like West Coast.
yeah,
Uh,
West Coast.
Ain't never been out to the West Coast. Well, let me think on it. So you were on the beach for like a second, then you were right back to where you were.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, that's not too much to go on. I don't have my usual books here, fired from the library. It's a little more difficult to get access to research. Not that I'm complaining. It's lovely down here. There's flowers.
It's nice, you ever walk the sewers at night?
Only because I'm down here. Not, it's not like I'm trying, not to show my face too much
Sure.
above. Yeah.
You ever see anything in the water?
No, I don't think so. I'm being scapegoated for that thing with the fucking Fae around the city. That's a whole other thing. But,
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
But water, I think there's a lot of stuff in the water down these tunnels. I don't know, man. I don't know, Ek.
Yeah, well, I saw something down there moving.
Do you wanna? Are you taking a break? Do you wanna go get a drink?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know this place. It's on. We shouldn't see any of them there. So it should be pretty safe for me to pop up, get a drink, maybe a bite to eat. I could use something.
Yeah, where you want to go?
It's this. It's no fucking good, but it's this Italian place. It's over by where I used to live. Cheap enough. It's never busy, so that's pretty good. But maybe we could pop in there for a bite.
Italian. You just want to go to the diner?
That's where we were last week, though. I mean, I'm hoping maybe I'll run into it's around my old neighborhood. That's the.
All right,
Yeah,
fine.
I'm not, we can go to a better place.
Why don't you think about some spells that can do the thing that I mentioned to you? How about that?
Yeah, I'll think about. I mean, we could go downtown. I might run into someone, but then I'd also probably die if I went downtown. So, I'll think about it. I'll think about it, Ek.
All right, you do that.
All right. Getting a little bit later now. Jasper, where are you headed?
What time is it at this point?
It's getting late. It is definitely getting late.
In that case, I'm probably headed to Victor's territory to check up on my sister.
Sure. Yeah, you head over, and I think at this point, right, you're going a bit of the ways through the city, right? So you kind of detach and float above and through the city for a bit,
Okay.
right? Not even corporeal enough to like have a sense of self. But as you pass through, moving through, you see the lights of cars driving below you. You hear the sounds of honking, the sounds of chatter and people talking. And I think you're hearing it in such a way that it all just rushes together into one sound gunk.
Cacophony.
Words I don't gut good, y'all. Yeah, cacophony. Yeah, but a little bit more. It's more like all of this sound of the city is passing through you like a breeze, right? And
Okay.
all of it comes together in a way that just makes sense. Until you slow down, come back to yourself. I don't think you materialize, right? I just think you come back to yourself
Yeah,
as you pass through the wall of your sister's apartment. Does she live alone?
she does. Yeah, she's blind, so she gets a little help, but not too much.
Yeah, and right now I think she's making herself dinner, and you, big brother, kind of think to yourself, well, a little late for dinner, but okay, should have had a little earlier. And she's got the radio on, some, political pundits talking about some local race that's happening, as she's sitting there, rather deftly cutting up a bunch of vegetables. As she has a pan heating up on the stove. And you just instinctively want to, reach out because you're like, oh, the oil's going to start smoking. And then she just turns and just pushes the onions and carrots right onto it as it this aroma just wafts through as she is just, stirring and cooking a little bit. You can see the chicken cutlet to the side, ready to be cooked all together in this. Oh, I didn't
Okay.
realize this soundscape had bird noises. You're inside.
There's a parrot on the wall.
Yeah, it's her pet parrot that you fucking hate. What's the pet parrot's name?
Marcus.
Marcus. I mean, you always... I don't think she got this bird until after you died, but you fucking hate this bird, man. Because it's an asshole, and she loves it. Loves it.
Of course. Okay, but is she doing okay? Like, she's not about to burn herself or cut herself or anything?
You have that, so almost like sneak, like just that knee-jerk protective reaction. No, she seems to be doing just fine, and you know that she does just fine. She lives
Okay.
on her own, but there's just I think it's part of your character, right? This instinctive protectiveness over her.
Yeah.
Fucking neighbor's dog barking. I don't know. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, can I manifest? Can I show her I'm there?
How do you manifest?
Sight and well, actually, I guess I don't have to manifest in
Right.
sight. So it was just sound and touch again.
Okay. Do you give her a signal so you don't scare the shit out of her while she's cooking, or do you just...
I wait for a good moment where she's in between things, where she doesn't have like a knife in her hand, or she's not messing with the fire or anything.
Yeah, sure. She drops a piece of chicken, and it says sizzle with the other vegetables kind of like around it in the pan, all cooking together in their own juices. And she kind of puts the spatula down and kind of just stretches out and leans back, folds her arms a little bit.
Okay. Yeah,
against the
so yeah,
counter.
that's my. Hey, Candy, how's it going? Yeah, it's just your brother. Don't worry, it's just me. How you been, sis?
You're always trying to make me jump.
Well, I knock on the door, but what's the point? I don't got any hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
And the
That-
bird goes, no one there!
that's right. Don't you forget about it, you dumb bird. Stupid thing. I don't know why you got that thing. Why'd you get that thing, sis? All it ever does is eat and crap.
He's here to remind me that I just sit around and talk to the memory of my brother.
Well, I'm not a memory. I'm here. You know you're not crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Well, what have you been up to, big brother?
No, nothing. Just the usual. Nothing you need to concern about yourself about, as long as the rent gets paid.
Yeah. Never want me to know what's happening.
Yeah, don't worry about it. How's Victor been treating you well?
Victor, yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy. Always says hi when I'm passing him.
Good, good.
Nice.
I'm glad he's being nice to you. But what? Anything I can do?
I met
besides-
someone, Jasper.
Oh, really? Good. Then you won't be lonely. You can get rid of this stupid fucking bird.
I don't know if it's anything. It's just it's the guy at the deli.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if it's going to turn into anything or anything, but he was kind of flirting with me, right? And I don't know, we seemed to hit it off, and I think I think he might ask me out.
Okay. Well, why are you being so shy? Tell me about this guy.
I don't know anything about it, right? I mean, he knows my order. Like, when I walk in, he already knows. Well, of course, right? Like, yeah, here's the blind girl again. I know what her order is going to be, right?
Oh, so he works there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's always being really kind, and not that the kind of kind where you're just being kind because you feel bad for someone, like I'm some sort of pity party or anything. But like he seems nice.
Okay. He's not, talking you up too much. He's not being a fucking creep.
He hasn't asked me out yet. I think he might.
Okay. But you like this guy? I mean, what's his name? Maybe I'll check him out. Maybe I'll haunt him for a little.
I'm not gonna tell you his name, Jasper. I mean, it's a good thing you don't have hands. You'd probably beat the crap out of any guy that looked at me.
Well, damn right I would. You're my little sister.
And she's like blushing now, right? um, oh shit, my chicken! And she grabs the spat and like starts. Oh, it's smell that. I burnt it. That's all right. She's mixing the vegetables around, kind of like potatoes and carrots as it's going in.
Sorry for distracting you. Yeah, you must really like this guy. He got you off your cooking.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, ask him out. What's the worst he says? No?
And then what? I'm asking a guy out, and then we're out, and we end up back here, and then I hear the disembodied voice of my brother while we're making out start asking him questions.
Well, I don't ask on the first date. Maybe the second time around, unless he starts getting handsy. Then I might have to show up and tell him some things.
Jasper, can you get a message to someone for me?
Yeah, sure. What you need?
Can you tell... Do we have a name for the guy in charge of La Fortuna?
I don't think we named him yet.
I don't think
my
we
head
do.
has been Johnny, but that's pretty boring.
Can you tell Johnny down at the restaurant, can you tell him thank you? Just thank you. He packs up some meals sometimes for me, and it is, right? It's that fucking annoying thing where he is feeling sorry for me or whatever, but it's nice too. Can you just tell him thank you?
Yeah. Anyone who's taking care of my little sister, I'll make sure they get the just rewards. I'll let him know.
Jasper?
Yeah? Yeah, I'm still here.
I just wish you were.
Sis, you know I'm always here for you. Even if I'm not actually here, you know I'm here. I'm gonna do anything I can to keep you safe.
Yeah.
Always have. Just because I'm dead doesn't mean I ain't gonna be like mom and dad for you.
Alright, I'm gonna eat. Don't watch me when I eat. It's weird.
That's so weird that you don't want me watching you while you eat, but okay, whatever you say.
Okay.
Alright, so I head out then, I guess. Start heading to La Fortuna.
Okay. And at this moment, I'm actually going to jump back over to Victor as you walk into La Fortuna, right? Because this is, I mean, it's a restaurant. It's owned by someone else, but it's also kind of your base of operations, right? This is where you kind of you do everything, right? It is late now, right? It's into almost midnight, to the late hours of the day on a fucking Tuesday of all days, right? But what is it?
I thought it was Wednesday.
No, it is not Wednesday.
Oh.
All we said was it. I
Oh,
think we specifically said it wasn't a Wednesday.
Gotcha.
So as you walk, explain La Fortuna a little bit. Explain what we're seeing here.
So La Fortuna is a pretty crappy joint, as everyone's established so far. Their food's not great, but it's a pretty spacious area. It's got kind of dim mood lighting because half the bulbs are out. And yeah, they have a pretty small kitchen. Place is never really busy, and especially this late at night, it's probably almost deserted. It's got a big dining room layout, kind of split between two different areas. There's a couple private dining rooms, one of which me and my colleagues often use for meetings. And then it has a big kind of horseshoe-shaped bar towards the end.
Okay. Yeah, and as you walk in, um, one of the waitresses, right, that normally works there, you walk in, and she just smiles at you really big, and she, hi, Victor.
Hi, Susie. Nice to see you. And I kind of forced a smile because I'm still trying to figure out who the hell that guy was and why his arm turned to butterflies and then butterfly guts on my jacket.
Yeah, yeah,
And I need some booze right now.
yeah. Are you going back to one of your rooms? There's a couple guys back there. They kind of smell like a sewer, to be honest.
You need me to deal with them, Susie?
No, they're fine. Just I wouldn't sit too close to them.
Smell like a sewer. No, I'm going to bar first.
Yeah, yeah. Johnny's back up there.
Good. So I'll head back. Johnny, good evening. Let's have a drink then, please.
I'm like out of voices, y'all. I don't know what Johnny sounds like. Hi guys! Like I got nothing.
You sound like a stereotypical Italian, man. Just do that. Just go full. Just go in.
Oh, it's a Victor.
Well, provolone.
A good to see you. Good to see you. Come, have a seat. You want a drink? A nice glass of red.
No, something stronger.
Oh, you like the vodka?
Yes, Johnny. Vodka.
Sit down. I have the cheap stuff for you.
Perfect.
Alright. And he does start to pour you. Not the best, not top shelf, because there ain't no top shelves in La Fortuna.
No, wait. No, Italian vodka is really, that's top shelf, man. That's well known.
Yeah.
Johnny, there are only two kinds of vodka. There is bad vodka and there is worse vodka.
Yeah,
Well
so
down with that.
he starts to pour you some Caprese brand vodka. But it's clear and it goes in a glass. Do you want ice in it?
No ice. Ice with vodka. Come on, Johnny.
I don't know. I don't drink it. I drink
Just give it here, okay?
the vino.
We'll switch to that later. Let me get started.
Here you go. Here you go.
What's this Susie saying about men who smell like sewer? They bothering you?
Oh, they're just fine. Look at them. One of them, you know him. Muhammad used to live around the corner.
Oh, I didn't recognize him. I'll go say hello.
Si. Bueno. I'm really trying not to do too bad stereotypical, but I'm sorry. Italian Peninsula.
That was god awful.
It's gonna continue.
In the best sort of way.
That's just what it is now, y'all.
So I'll walk over with my glass and... Oh, Merit. Fancy meeting you here. I
Yes.
don't think you usually come around, do you?
So you see Muhammad, the gentleman we described earlier, sitting with another figure who you don't recognize. Explain to us what we see when we look at Ekphrasia. I don't think Ekphrasia has really been described to us yet.
Well, Merritt looks kind of like me, I guess. I think she just looks, or they just look like, you know, a kind of a big, a stocky, short person with a little bit of stubble, shortish hair, and just kind of a few of those tools just around the waist, and a couple of oil stains on my work suit. Yeah, just I don't know, maybe some dirt under my fingernails, and veins popping out of my cheeks. You know, just enjoying some good old mozzarella sticks here
Yeah.
at La Fortuna.
Quite good. quite good, being just cheese and bread, deep fried. Can't get it wrong. And as you walk over, I think Ekphrasia keeps her seat, but Muhammad stands, right? This large, imposing figure, bigger than you. This motherfucker is big. But stands respectfully as you come over and says, Victor, I was hoping to run into you.
Who are you now, Mo? Nice to see you. I'll shake his hand.
Good to see you. Do you want to have a seat?
Absolutely.
Have a
If
stick.
you, a stick. Thank you.
You can order your own sticks, Mo.
Oh, come on. Victor's a good friend. Let him have a stick.
Yeah, you got the next round then, huh?
Always. I feel like I know you from somewhere. Because I owe a debt to Mary. If,
You do
my
owe a debt
memory's
to
right.
Merritt.
Yeah.
What is that debt for? Remind me.
So the debt is for allowing me to use various access tunnels and alleys to conceal my movements, get from place to place within the territory, and potentially dispose of evidence if
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah, if it isn't the wolf. Nice to see you.
Werewolf. No. Johnny, let's get that red over here. You guys like vino, right?
He's a good guy. Don't worry about Eck over here. Eck is a municipal employee, has the keys to the lower city, as it were.
Very useful.
Yeah, it has its perks, you know. I'm thinking about getting some of these, what do you call them? Calamaris or something? Next round?
They put the peppers in them here.
You probably don't want anything to do with seafood here. Just a bit of advice.
I guess I'll go with the chicken tenders then, eh? I always order off the kids' menu if I can.
Safe choice. So, what brings you to here?
You know,
Just
Victor, have you seen any pop-ups going around?
What
And-
is pop-up?
Any, street vendors of any sort?
Street vendors. Yeah, actually, not too long ago. Why do you ask?
I hear there's a new racket in town. I actually heard this quite a while ago. Tried to tell people, the wrong person heard. Now I'm a bit in the outs. Probably why you haven't seen me around. But there's some sort of pop-up business that's happening, trying to go brick and mortar, trying to establish themselves. I don't know exactly what it is, but
So I had a run-in today with hot dog vendor. Does that sound familiar?
hot dogs.
Yes, hot
What?
dogs. And when he fed me his food, I was eating, and it's almost like I started to get slower and slower, and everything else got faster and faster. I think I was just having some heat stroke or something. Sunny today for October.
Hot dog vendors walking the streets. What is this, New York or something?
So you sucked down that vendor's dog real good, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, it's top time for you. Can I get some breadsticks or something here? Do you work here?
Me? Do I
Egg.
work here?
No, Victor is the landlord.
This guy.
Oh yeah, I know Vic. I don't you worry. Don't you worry, Mo. I know Vic.
Susie can help us.
Victor, I'm trying to get the components to create a looking glass. I thought I could do it with some dog bones and nightshade. Didn't seem to quite work out the way I thought it was going to. You
Hmm.
don't have an inn with some bones of a larger creature, do you?
Larger, like what?
Like a... It kind of gestures over to Ekphrasia.
Hmm. I think maybe something could be arranged. We do have morgue. Not
Yeah,
too far away.
like a femur would be wonderful. But if I could get like, a hodgepodge, like go in, grab what you need, put it in a basket, get the basket price, whatever fits, kind of deal, that would be very helpful.
So Merit, any tunnels under hospital? Medical
Oh,
aid?
oh yeah, we there are plenty of those in the old tunnels. Yeah, heading right there, down to the morgue. Sure, sure. Of course, if you want some large bones, you just gotta get a sewer rat. Those things are as big as a man.
Yeah, I'm not. It's easier to kill a person. And this is the point at which I think um, Jasper comes through the wall, right? You kind of look around. To the right, you do see these three people sitting together. You see the waitress going around, clearing off the table, saying bye to the people that are just leaving. There's a TV up in the corner, playing some of the daily news, and then you do see that bartender over to the side, um,
Okay.
doing his thing too.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna manifest.
Okay.
This time it's gonna be sight and sound, no
Okay.
touch. Um, I guess I'm gonna hover on over to Victor,
Yeah.
kind of settle in, just let him know I'm here, check
Sure.
in.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh, bienvenuto. What can I get for you?
Oh, you. Nothing today. I can't eat a fucking thing, but I'm just going over to see your boss. Just for doing the rounds.
The the boss. This is my place. I am Johnny.
Oh, come on, Johnny. You know we all know who the boss is. It's sitting right over there with the fucking fangs. I can see him right now.
Oh, you mean the Eastern Wonder over there?
Yeah, the
Yes.
wolf boy. Yeah. I gotta go have a word with him.
Oh, you know all of the things. Yes.
Should I not? Does my character?
Yeah. No, I mean that's
Okay.
yeah. Go for it. No, I think he originally assumed you were just a human walking in,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And then to know, oh, but you're in the know.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm just gonna make my way over there. Don't worry about food. I don't need any of that for now.
Okay, if you change your mind, I can get you a fettuccine alfredo.
Trust me, it's all gonna go right through me. Like I swear, it's not just because of the quality of your food. I'm either.
What?
Uh, don't worry about it, darling. I'm gonna go over there.
Ciao.
Yeah, ciao. Okay. Hey, Victor. Victor, how's it
Oh,
going, buddy?
look at what the cat dragged in.
Yeah,
Jeff,
the cat, the dog. Someone's always dragging me somewhere.
what
Muhammad just
brings you
crosses
here?
his arms over his chest.
I'm here to pay the rent, the due. I know you've been taking care of my sister, so I'm here to pay up.
Perfect. This is first time someone come to find me with money, and I don't have to find them.
Well, I care about it. I'm not. I know your reputation. I ain't gonna mess with that. I know.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes. Well, it's your part of the city. I respect that. So I left the money. I mean, I don't have it with me. I turn out my incorporeal pockets. I don't have it on me, but I left it in the usual spot for you, down by the docks.
Perfect. I'll make a stop by tonight.
Okay.
Victor, you even continue to squeeze people from beyond the grave?
Well, it's not his debt, you know. He's paying it on behalf of someone else.
Trying to stop them from becoming one of you, I suppose.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I got my own racket here. I don't need anyone honing in some other ghost honing in on my stuff.
I wonder. You can probably get into places fairly easily, yes?
Some of them might have given you that impression, but yeah, I'm not going to deny it. I can get in and out. What do you need?
Can you get into the library?
Dude, if you want a book, I hear they're free there. What do you need me for?
Not in. No, 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 no. Not in this section of the library. Um,
Oh, you want some of that fancy non kid reading stuff, huh?
if you could get me a book and bring it to me, you could even leave it here. That would be very helpful. I'd owe you a debt.
All right. Well, as long as it's okay with the boss over there, yeah, sure, I can do it for you.
Here, let me. Uh, do you have like a scrap of paper or something?
I just kind of pass my hands through my own body. I ain't
Ah,
got nothing on me.
Eck, do you have something? Scrap? I have
Yeah, here, write it in this here ketchup they cover the spaghetti with.
Uh, sure. Dips his hand in the marin and starts. And he writes out not the title, not the author, but he writes out like the serial number of the book where you would find it in the library.
Okay.
If you can bring that to me, it doesn't like looks like he's gonna fold that and he's like, wait, but it's marinara sauce. So he just kind of like hands it over. Um, if you can bring that to me, I very much appreciate it.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. I guess I'm just gonna memorize the number for now.
Yeah.
Uh,
And she like holding it out awkwardly. You can't take it. It's this kind of weird. Oh. Wait. Um. Yvette, would
You
you
get your
have
own erotica there, Mo? You have to have the ghost do it for you?
Yvette? Would you have a reason to walk into La Fortuno? Is this somewhere you would come for a drink?
Probably not. Not during the week at least. But hey, maybe I'm off tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I think you're off. And I also think while you know you can definitely um
I don't love Italian.
You're like the Kino, actually. So
yeah, that's it. You play the Kino, but you also know this is a good place. Like, obviously, it's not the same as like hitting the streets, going out and finding info. But you know that when you're here, a lot of the times you can pick up on a lot of gossip, right?
I
And-
also know that this is Victor's regular place of dealings.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
maybe I procured some money and wanted to bring it to him.
Sure. Yeah. You don't want this debt hanging over you. Maybe that makes more sense. Maybe. You know that there's some sort of shifting happening. Probably easier to get an item of power, whatever the fuck that means. This dude's always bugging you for stuff, and you don't always know what it is until you have it. But yeah, you kind of walk
fucking
in.
dogs, man. Jeez.
Hey,
Shut the fuck up.
like an alley. They're chained up in the alley. The window's open. It's too cold for the window to be open, but they don't like to close it. Yeah, so you walk in, kind of look around, and you do. You see a few people sitting around. One is Victor, a couple others sitting around, and then someone kind of hovering nearby, speaking to them.
Look at this fucking group over here. I'll walk in, and I'll kind of like stroll right over. I don't really give a shit who's there, who's looking. Victor, honey.
Yvette, what a surprise! Twice in one day.
Yeah, I know. I don't normally come to these places, but here's your money.
All of it?
You can count on yourself if you want.
I trust you. I'll take the envelope, put it in my jacket pocket.
Hey, I know you.
Is he squeezing all of you too?
I'm being squeezed. I'm paying willingly.
Who the fuck are you?
Don't worry about it. I'm Casper, the friendly ghost.
Nah.
You're
You
Saint's
look like him too.
sister, aren't you?
Sorry,
What did you say?
You're Saint's sister, aren't you?
What the fuck did he do now? How do you know my brother?
Helped him out of a tight spot one time.
Is that so?
Yeah.
What's your name?
They call me Merritt.
Have you seen him?
Oh, last I saw Saint was last Friday.
Alright, well, thank you for that.
He's a good kid.
I would be kind of like visibly uncomfortable with talking about this, but yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
I suppose
Sorry.
he is. I suppose he is a good kid, yes.
You know, he drew me a picture. And
He must like you then.
well, I mean, I don't know if he was drawing it for me as much as he was just drawing it, but it was real good. He has talent. Real talent.
No, that's kind of you to say. Victor, are we good here?
Yes, but don't you want to join us for some delicious food?
Ay, Fangul!
Delicious. That's not exactly the word I would use to describe it here.
Well, there are drinks too. You're not of the food variety.
You see,
Do they have a tequila?
you see Johnny go over and start speaking in very quick Italian to the waitress, who's just kind of like stunned and obviously does not speak Italian herself, right? As he's just like, "Hey!" and he's looking at the TV and he's gesturing over to it.
I'll look over. What's on the TV?
Unbelievable! Can you believe this? This guy! No, hey!
What's wrong, Johnny? Who is this guy?
Can you believe people would vote for this guy? And you look at the TV, and this sound that has kind of been over the restaurant kind of takes over, right? The sound of the announcer saying, and there you have it, folks. The 1974 mayoral election of Providence decided by just over 800 votes. Vincent Buddy Cianci will be mayor of Providence. And Johnny goes, "Can you believe it? A human in charge of this city. It's going to shit now."
These breadsticks are raw, Johnny.
Johnny, Buddy's a well-connected guy. You shouldn't talk bad about him.
Besides, he's not all that human. He's a politician. I mean, they're all scumbags, you know.
Eh.
This is true. I like this guy.
Yeah, I'm with you. This is the right guy.
You don't understand. You, especially. Your bosses won't be happy about this, Victor.
I'm not sure how right you are about that. I think we will have many opportunities with Buddy in charge.
He tried
Whose
to
buddy? Not my buddy.
he tried to put the boss in jail.
Wait a minute, then I must be confusing him with someone else.
He did. That whole thing he had. That's how he got it. Tried to put Patriarcha in jail. Patriarcha's gonna suck the blood right from his neck.
Oh, I had him confused with someone else.
Oh. This guy, man. Fucking Republican in charge of Providence. Continues to swear in Italian as he goes back over to the bar.
I'll
Ay, Dios mío.
drown my foolishness in another drink.
Who even cares about these politicians anyway?
The ground starts to shake under your feet, so much so dust hanging from light fixtures, and the ceiling itself just pours over as you guys just hold on to the thing. Your drink spills over. You hear the waitress in the corner yell as she like starts to fall over and catches herself on a wall, and then it's done.
Whoa, did I have too much to drink, or you all just like vibrating for a second? What the hell?
What the fuck was that?
At this
Don't you live here, Victor?
Yes, I never shake like this before.
at this
Susie,
point,
you okay?
you have all felt a shift in the city. And we're going to pick it up right there next time.
Ooh. Oh man, love it.
Yeah, very specific historical moment that I wanted to go to for this
I
story.
love it.
Been working on it for a long time. Let me tell you, I've been poring over a lot of historical maps, and the 1970s Providence looks quite a bit different than it does today. And some things that were happening were a little bit different too. A little bit of info dump there at the end. Buddy Cianci is now mayor. He is a human. Patriarcha is a vampire. And there's some other shit going on too that will be figured out. So as we go, we're playing again in 2 weeks. Not next week. We are doing bi-weekly because life and responsibilities and work and such. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited at the cityscape of our good friend Sneaky T taking over the city in the background.
It's Business T's revenge.
Business T's revenge. We have a screenshot that might have to go up on the Twitter and Facebook page at some point to see what so people know what I've been staring at as we're having these very serious conversations. Yeah, I think thank you everyone so much for watching. I've been so excited to play this game for a long time. We didn't play too much Urban Shadows, really, guys.
They didn't roll once.
No, I think we had one roll all game, and it was Andre.
Lucky me.
Yeah, persuading an NPC. Yeah, man, I'm excited to be playing a game in Providence. I'm excited to have an excuse to look up a little bit more info than I already have about the city, and to fuck up our timeline in unspeakable ways. I'm into it.
What a great city to choose for this weird urban environment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Yeah.
I didn't expect it, but I feel like I should have maybe.
It's so funny because it was literally the furthest city from my mind. And I don't know why I didn't expect that.
I had a feeling that no one would.
I did. I will say that my gut was telling me mid-70s, but I did not have any clue about the place. So.
Yeah.
I gotta read up on 70s history now, and maybe re-listen to season 1 of Crime Town.
Yeah, so anyone interested that wants to do homework in the next 2 weeks, season 1 of Crime Town was a lot about obviously we're not going to be following the historical period too exactly, but yeah, there's some books out there that are Prince of Providence is a great historical account of this whole time, but the beginning of it about this time specifically. Victor, do you want... No, I'll save this for next time. To let you know who you killed.
Yes.
To owe people debts. Yeah, we'll save that. We'll save that for next time. And we'll build that in. The way this game is going to work, guys, you guys are sometimes going to be together, sometimes a couple of you together, off on your own. You're all kind of doing your own things. You all have your own stakes, but we're telling one story together. For those people watching, give us a follow. We have a couple other streams that happen weekly on Monday and Tuesday nights. if you really, really love us, which how couldn't you? Give us a follow and a subscription. We really appreciate it. Tweet at us, Facebook, at us. I don't know. I like hearing from people. It's really, really cool when we do. Until next time, stay wonderful, everyone. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Good night.
Hi guys.
Have a good one.